Hello and welcome to another great video. In today's video, we will be discussing a website and a tool that I use to help me complete parts of the Easter egg on Attack of the Radioactive Thing, which is on the game Infinite Warfare Zombies. This is a review of the website as well as a quick tutorial on its use and how it's helped me to complete the Easter eggs on Attack of the Radioactive Thing. Now, before I get into it, I want to give a huge shout out and a great thank you to the web designer, Logan Wells. Um, I don't think I would be as skilled of a player on this Easter egg if it wasn't for his website and me using it. I don't remember how I stumbled upon his site, but I'm so very glad that I did. Um, there are many other useful tools and websites out there, but this one I use myself. And since finding it, I haven't looked for any others that may exist out there. The site is good enough for me, and it has been so for years and many more years to come. In fact, it was just this morning I was speaking with Logan Wells through a chat messenger, and I asked him for his permission to use his site in this tutorial in this video here, and he had agreed to go ahead and let me do that because I really appreciate his efforts and the work that he put into it, and I really don't know if there's any other players out there that use this website. As far as I know, I haven't really been able to find anybody else that uses the site, so I wanted to do a quick video and tutorial on it. As a way to show my appreciation for the site as well as to show others uh, its use and how to use it too, so they can enjoy the benefits as well. Now let's go ahead and get into the review. The website is found at wellslogan.com / AOTRT / DIEST. It's kind of a long one there. Let's break it down a little bit. So WELLSLOGAN.com / AOTRT / DIST. I'll go ahead and leave the link in the description down below. Uh, so you can go ahead and use that. But right now, I already have it pulled up there. So let's go ahead and get that pulled up so you can see. And the first thing that you see when we pull this up is the title here, Attack of the Radioactive Thing Chemistry Calculator. All right. This is used for the chemistry steps on the Easter egg of the attack of the radioactive thing. The original standard and basic way of doing the chemistry steps involves writing down numbers off the chalkboards that are located around the map and then calculating the numbers by adding and subtracting them to come up with a cost number to be used after placing ingredients on the chemical lab table. Now, for me, all the adding, the subtracting, changing colors, and not to mention running back and forth across the map, as it gives me a headache all the time, and it wastes a lot of valuable time in completing the Easter egg. For me, I'm the kind of person that likes to make the Easter egg as short as possible and informative as possible as well. So instead of calculating on my fingers and toes, I use this helpful tool. Now, if you're wanting to know the basic way of calculating and getting costs, then I will direct you to do a search on YouTube for videos that are out there that will show you how to do that. For all intents and purposes, in this video, I am going to just be showing the viewers on how to do the calculations using this miracle, if it were, of a tool. Now, what makes it a miracle, you may ask? Well, let me show you. Now, I recommend that you become somewhat familiar first of the Easter egg when you watch this video. Some of the things that I mentioned here may be a little gibberish to you, and you may not understand them. So it may help you to become a little familiar with some of the steps, parts of the Easter eggs. Now, the first thing that your eye may have caught when you're taking a look at this is two divided columns on the left and the right here. We got the recipes and costs on the right hand side, and we have the ingredient values on the left hand side. All right, they're divided into two separate columns here. But I'll go into that a little bit later here in just a minute. But before I start that, I want to discuss this little bad boy right here. Now, this is called the L number, okay? The reason why it's called the L number, I really don't know. I don't even know if that's a technical term for it. I I wouldn't even begin to know if it really is or not. A lot of the videos and websites and things like that that I have looked at, they refer to it as the O number. That maybe there is an actual name for it. I really don't know. And to be honest with you, I don't care. So for this tutorial, we're going to call it the O number just like everybody else. All right. Now, you may already see it here that I have already written down a number for this tutorial. You know, I'm going to say that my O number is 10. All right, now the O number, in order to know what to put in that space, or in order to know what the O number is, you have to do a series of things to get that O number. Now, I'll save you the headache and the confusion, and I'm not going to explain that to you. If you really want to know how to get that O number, I suggest you watch my tutorial on the Easter egg itself for the attack of the radioactive thing that I created. It should be in the link down below also as well, if I remember to add it down there. In the tutorial, I explain a quick trick on how to get that O number without changing colors or having to run around the map. So basically, this empty space is where you type in the O number. And like I said, for this tutorial, we're going to say that my O number is 10. Now, this number is used to subtract. Is to be used to subtract from a total after adding up numbers on chalkboards that are located around the map. Now, for example, let's go ahead and say that we want to get the cost number for formaldehyde. All right, so when we go to make formaldehyde chemical, we need to get some ingredients. Let's go ahead and scroll on down here to formaldehyde. There it is, right there. Now, for formaldehyde, we need to get racing fuel and quarters, okay? And in order to know what the numbers are, as you may have already seen, see on there, I have some numbers already typed in there, and I'll get to that. I went ahead and typed in the numbers already, but let's just, for argument's sake, let's say that those numbers are blank. There's no numbers there, just like you see on the other ingredients and things here. All right, let's just say that these are blank and they're zeroed out. Now, in order to get these numbers for racing fuel and quarters, we have to go around the map and find, write down, fill in these blanks here that you see on the boards, and we need to fill in those blanks with numbers that we find on the chalkboards that are located around the map. Now, there's several different chalkboards around the map. There's one in the spawn room board, there's one on the beach board, and trailer park board. You get it. All right, so let's go ahead and scroll on down here. Like I said, I already filled in the blanks. Here's quarters right here, and I also have racing fuel. Where did that guy go? Here he is, right there. Racing fuel. I already have those numbers. Let's say I went around the map. I found the boards, and the board that the numbers you're going to be looking for on the board is going to be the top number and the left number for each ingredient, as shown in this picture right here. All right, so as you see in this picture here, I have an arrow pointing at the top number and the left number that's on the board. Okay, so those are the numbers that you're going to be looking for, and make sure, please make sure that you have the color selected to the color that you need. Once again, I'm not going to explain the colors and anything else about the Easter egg. If you want to know all that information, then please watch my tutorial on the Easter egg. Uh, but let's get back to the board here. So let's say the ingredients show the number 5. Sorry, I kind of crossed that out. 5 and 5 on the board. So I typed those into the spaces provided here, and same thing with quarters. I see, 5 and 5 for quarters. Now, the original and the standard way of doing the Easter egg, it wants you to, in order to get the cost number for, say formaldehyde or any of these other chemicals, you need to add up those two numbers for raising fuel. You have to add up the two numbers for quarters and add those all together for a grand total of 5, 10, 15, 20. So if you add all those fives up, you get 20, the grand total of 20. And then you may have already guessed it. You take that 20 and you subtract it with your own number, okay, which gives you 10. All right, so 10 is a number that you will have to type in to that machine that's above the chemical table in the garage there. Once you type in that 10, if all goes well and if it's correct, you should see like a green fumes around your body or around your character, indicating that you have typed it in correct order, and you were right. In other words, so that's pretty much the gist of this Easter egg. Okay, now this tutorial, as well as this website. This website is just tremendous. I love it a lot. I've used it all the time, and it has never failed me. All right, now the I for me in my tutorial, if you watch my tutorial on the Easter egg, I only use a select a few ingredients and chemicals when I perform the Easter egg. There's some that I leave out. You know, the chemicals and ingredients that I use are pretty much, this one here, this one there, and this one, that one. See what I'm saying? So these other ones I don't use at all. I don't fill in those blanks, and I explain that in my tutorial. I always only fill in the blanks for the ones that I'm going to be looking at and using for the chemicals that I enter in and things, and more on that in that tutorial. So head on over there to take a look at that if you like. Um, Now you do not need these numbers at all. Uh, if you're going by my tutorial on the Easter egg, you do not need those numbers at all. You only need the ones that I'm circling here, kind of thing. And it will not give you any errors. It will not fail. It won't give you any miscalculations or anything. It will still work. I can confirm that it will work. Now, but by some weird accident, if you do go red, um, then it's because you typed in the wrong number somewhere, or you were wrong on your color choice when you change the color. The numbers on the boards will be different for each color, so double check your color choice, your numbers on the boards. Maybe double check those, and maybe double check, you know, to make sure you have the correct O number. Once again, watch my other tutorial on the Easter egg for how to get that O number and to see what may be the cause for going red and failing that part. Um, but that's it for the video for now. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I hope this video was helpful to you, and that it will help you complete the chemical steps on the Easter egg yourself. If you found this video and tutorial helpful, please hit the like button and be sure to subscribe to my channel to show your appreciation. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time on some of my other videos. Take care.